In the quiet outskirts of Tokyo, there stood a hospital known as Tokyo General, famous for its advanced care, but hidden behind its polished walls was a ward that no doctor dared to enter after midnight. The pediatric room 209. It was said that years ago, a little girl named Aya Tanaka, only 7, had died there during a sudden power failure. Since then, no patient lasted a full night in that room. One night, a young nurse named Ray, assigned her first solo shift, was told never to go near room 209. But when the lights began to flicker and a soft sobbing echoed from that direction, she thought it was just a prank. She walked down the dim corridor, her shoes clicking softly against the cold floor. When she reached the door, she saw a light glowing from inside, though every switch in that section was off. Whispering Aya's name, she slowly opened the door. The bed was empty, but a child's drawing lay on the table, fresh crayon lines spelling, "Play with me." Suddenly, the lights burst on and a faint giggle filled the air. Ray turned toward the mirror and froze. A small girl stood behind her, smiling with lifeless eyes. And as the lights went out again, the sobbing stopped forever. This story took place in the Old St. Mary's Hospital in Chicago, USA. Once known for its emergency care, but after a tragic incident in 1998, its basement ER was sealed forever. They said something unnatural lingered down there. Years later, a new paramedic named Liam was assigned a late-night delivery to the hospital's storage wing. While walking through the basement hallway, he noticed the flickering exit sign above the locked ER door. From inside, he heard the faint beeping of a heart monitor. Confused, he pushed the rusty door open. The room smelled of disinfectant and burnt wires, and in the corner stood an old operating table covered in dust. Suddenly, the monitor beside it came alive, showing a patient's heartbeat. Liam froze as he saw a shadow lying on the table, the shape of a person twitching slowly. He called out, but no response. The beeping grew faster until it stopped with a long, haunting tone. The shadow sat up, its hollow eyes glowing faint green under the flickering light, and whispered in a dry, broken voice, "Doctor, you forgot to finish the surgery." Liam ran toward the door, but it was already locked from the inside. The monitor flickered again, and only one word appeared, "Liam." This story is based in the Glasgow Royal Infirmary, one of Scotland's oldest hospitals. People there still whisper about the Room 6B, a ward that was shut down after a nurse mysteriously vanished during her shift in 1974. Years later, a young trainee nurse named Ellie McKay was assigned night duty on the same floor, unaware of its dark history. Around 2:30 a.m., she heard an old-style call bell ringing, but all the rooms were empty. Following the sound, she stopped outside room 6B. Its door, sealed for decades, was now slightly open. Inside, she saw an old bed, neatly made, and a nurse's cap lying on the pillow. Ellie called out softly, "Who's there?" A faint humming answered back, an old Scottish lullaby. She stepped closer, her flashlight trembling, and saw a figure standing by the window. A woman in a vintage uniform, head bowed, hands clasped. Ellie whispered again, and the woman slowly turned, revealing a pale face and hollow eyes. "Can you finish my round?" she murmured in a cracked voice. The bell stopped ringing and the room went dark. When staff found Ellie's flashlight next morning, it was lying beside a new nurse's cap, embroidered with her name. And maybe these stories aren't just stories. Maybe somewhere, right now, another nurse is hearing footsteps in an empty hallway, or a heart monitor is beeping in a room that's been locked for years, or maybe a child's laughter is echoing inside an elevator that no longer works. What do you think? Were these just coincidences, or something darker still watching from the shadows? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and if you felt a chill while listening, hit that like button and subscribe for more true horror stories that'll keep you awake tonight, because next time the story might be about your hospital or